Well, good Sunday evening, everybody. Taylor Plott here with Real Talk Weather, talking about your Election Day forecast. And there could definitely be some impacts out there for a good portion of the United States. But what about the entire country? So let's go ahead and just dive on into it. Let's take a look at what the model guidance is showing once we get into your Tuesday morning, your Election Day. And we do have a chance for some showers and storms in the lower Mississippi River Valley, even up into the Great Lakes area. This is the NAM model at 6 a.m. on your Tuesday, seeing showers and storms expected here along the line from around St. Louis, Missouri, down towards just to the east of the Little Rock, Arkansas area, then down towards the Shreveport area and further to the south. A lot more shower and storm activity across parts of the Great Lakes as well. This isn't going to really be a snow event. Let me flip over. This is the precipitation type, and you see all of this is just rain with some embedded thunderstorms expected on your Tuesday morning. Let's move forward in time here. So this is going to be about 10, 11 o'clock as we get into your your mid to late morning hours. Getting a little more spotty out there, but still definitely some showers around for the Chicago area, down towards the Springfield, Illinois area. Also seeing some of that shower activity. And then as we get into the afternoon hours, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, you see there could be a little bit of snow shower activity across the extreme northwestern portion of Wisconsin. But then we start to see some showers and storms redeveloping down to the south here, just to the west of the Memphis area. So that could impact any of your late in the day and early evening hour run to the ballot box if you're going after work. Could have a few showers and storms to deal with again during the late afternoon and early evening hours. Now, what about the remainder of the United States? Let's back things out. Let me back up to the GFS model, and we'll take a look at just kind of the entire continental U.S. So let's go back to Tuesday morning. This is again at 6 a.m. Those showers and storms again across parts of the lower Mississippi River Valley all the way up into the Great Lakes area. Out here to the Pacific Northwest, though, there is a chance that we could see a few snow showers, in the northwestern part of the Rockies as we get into your Tuesday morning. That will continue throughout the day on your Tuesday as well, as you get into parts of Montana, into western Wyoming, and into Idaho, seeing some of those spotty snow showers. So definitely could be a few impacts up there in the northwestern Rockies and Pacific Northwest on your election day during the morning. Elsewhere across the United States, not too bad. A few showers are possible across parts of the Carolinas during the morning and into the afternoon hours. Maybe even a few spotty showers across the Gulf Coast states, getting into parts of Alabama, and then, of course, into Louisiana as well with that cold front moving on through. But for a good portion of the United States, things are not looking that bad across the majority of the area. There's definitely some times once we get into the early part of November where there could be widespread problems across the United States, given the fact that we get more stormy weather coming into the lower 48 during the early part of November. Temperature-wise, not too bad. Especially for this time of year, you got a large portion of the United States in the 60s and 70s, so above average for this time of year for a good portion of the United States. A lot cooler out to the west. You see those freezing temperatures across the Rockies. Most of this is in your higher terrain, but even in the lower valley areas, temperatures still in the 40s to around 50 degrees, so definitely on the cooler side as we get into your election day. Let's go region by region. We'll start in the Pacific Northwest, and this is for your Tuesday morning. Seattle coming in around 42 degrees, a lot cooler once you get into the higher terrain across parts of Washington and Oregon. Down across parts of California, San Francisco, seeing temperatures in the lower and mid-50s during the morning hours. And then your Intermountain West, seeing again those temperatures right around or even below freezing once you get into the morning hours on your Tuesday. Once you get into the afternoon hours, 2 p.m., definitely warming up here across parts of California. San Francisco getting up into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Seattle down into parts of Washington State, right along the coastal areas. Still seeing those temperatures in the 50s, so definitely a cool day for you guys over there. What about the desert Southwest? And we'll start off again in the morning. Temperatures again in the 40s and 50s for a good portion of the California and southwestern Arizona area. Phoenix coming in around 57 to 60 degrees during the morning, and then we'll warm up into the 60s and 70s during the afternoon. Maybe a few places getting up to around that 80-degree mark in the desert Southwest here across parts of California and Arizona. A lot colder where the mountains are located. Salt Lake City coming in around 39 degrees during the afternoon, and again colder once you get into the higher terrain. Not Dallas, Denver you see over here around the lower to mid 50s during the afternoon on your Tuesdays, but you go just to the west into the mountains, you're getting temperatures below freezing once you get into your Tuesday afternoon. What about the northern plains? We'll back things out. Starting off the day, generally around or below freezing for a good majority of the area from North Dakota to South Dakota. And you see this cold front here. You got temperatures in the 30s well behind it, and then closer to the 40s, a little bit closer to the front. Still behind it, but not as cold. You don't have the cold air really wrapping around yet, filtering into parts of the Omaha, Nebraska area, Lincoln, Nebraska, down towards the Kansas area. But a good chunk of the northern plains definitely starting off into the 30s around freezing. And once you get into the afternoon hours, still on the cooler side, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, getting up into the 60s once you get into parts of Nebraska and Kansas. This is going to be I don't want the north central. Let's go to the central United States. Just kind of a bigger view here. Basically, everybody in Texas during the morning hours are going to be in the 40s and 50s. But once you get into the afternoon hours, warming up quite nicely. Temperatures getting up into the 60s and 70s again in Texas, and into parts of Oklahoma, seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s. What about the eastern United States? Get back here to the morning hours. Ahead of that cold front, you're going to see a big push of that warmer air coming on in, warmer, humid air. So temperatures are going to be in the 60s to around 70 degrees for a good chunk of the kind of central eastern part of the United States, from the Ohio Valley down to the Mississippi Valley and Tennessee Valley. Temperatures in the 60s, and they'll warm up close to around 80 degrees in some places in the Ohio Valley. Cincinnati coming in around 78. Columbus around 76, Louisville around 77. A little bit warmer once you get further to the south. Places like Hattiesburg, Mississippi coming in around 87 degrees, and then mid-80s once you get down to the coastal areas of Florida and into southern parts of Georgia, also seeing temperatures in the 80s. Off to the northeast, definitely warm out there, very nice and very much above average for this time of year. Temperatures in the mid-70s for a good chunk of the New England states. And then once you get kind of in the higher terrain of Pennsylvania and New York, the Appalachians up there, seeing some of those cooler temperatures in the more lower 60s as opposed to the upper 60s and lower to mid-70s. So that is basically it for the temperatures. What about any severe weather potential? Let's back things out and take a look at the instability. There's a chance that places down across the south could see, go down to the southeast here, could see a few stronger storms during the afternoon hours on your Tuesday. I don't think this is going to be a big severe weather day. I think our big severe weather day across the U.S. is going to be on Monday across parts of the plains, the southern plains into Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas. There is an enhanced risk of severe weather for you guys on your Monday. But as for your Tuesday, Election Day, there's definitely some fuel out here for some showers and storms. Some of them could be on the stronger side across parts of Mississippi into Louisiana, but I don't really think this is going to be a big severe weather day for your Election Day. Again, I think that's going to be kind of for your Monday time frame. So that's what I got for you guys for your Election Day forecast. Everybody, please get out to the polls and vote. Exercise your right to vote on your Tuesday. But just know that some places you might need your umbrella handy, especially if you're from Chicago, the Great Lakes areas, down towards the lower Mississippi River Valley, seeing some of those showers and storms across those areas. That's a look at your Election Day forecast here from Real Talk Weather. We'll have another one on your Monday leading up to your Tuesday Election Day. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys later on.